Ladies and gentlemen, you may notice we're not in the 737 and we're not at our normal airport. We're actually in an A350, as you can tell. And we are going to be going from here at Houston Intercontinental Airport down to Doha in this beautiful A350-1000 from Qatar Airways. So let's go ahead and get the show on the road. We'll go external power available, turn on the batteries, turn on the IRSs, crew supply can go on, arm all of these. That's good. Everything's good there. As these guys go ahead and load up. Sim briefing port. Yep, sim briefing port is complete. We'll go to load sheet, sim briefing port, set the fuel weight, and set the fuel. Alright, so we have the fuel on board, everything's good here. Alrighty. Get that all zoomed in here. Let's go ahead and get our fuel pumps on. Start the APU. Go get our checklist, 4-star checklist. Gear pins and covers removed. Fuel quantity, check. Takeoff data is set. Barrel reference is set. Doors, let's see. Let's tell them to close all the doors and exits. Doors are closed. Parking brake is set. And we'll wait for the APU to come online and then we'll go ahead and put that in. Alrighty, we'll go turn the beacons on. Okay, 4 push checklist complete. Alrighty. Release the parking brakes here. Release the parking brakes. Alright, let's go. Start number 1. Alright, let's go ahead and start number 2. And we'll go to the brakes. We'll go ahead and turn on our taxi lights. Alright, we've got both the engines started. Veil on the right side. I'm gonna wait for that to disappear. Alrighty. Off the APU, we don't need to delete. Everything looks good up there. And Houston traffic, Qatari 17 Charlie is going to be taxiing to runway 15 left via Kilo to November Echo Whiskey, Houston. Alright, let's go. After start checklist. ATI says required. After start checklist complete. Okay, let's go ahead and set our flap setting. Flaps 1. Armor. Speed brakes. And flight control checked. Full left. Full right. Full up. Full down. And rudder to the left. And rudder to the right. Alright, beautiful. Auto brakes to RTO, takeoff config. I have no idea how to test that. Okay. Alrighty. Cabin is ready. Let's go. Ding them, and let's go ahead and start our taxi. Let's get rid of that. We should start moving here. Get a little bit of throttle. Alright, approaching 15 left. 4 takeoff checklist. Flight controls are checked. Flight instruments are checked. Briefing is complete. Briefing is complete. B1, B2, force rating checked. Squawk is set. Takeoff runway confirmed. Cabin crew is advised. Packs are auto. Checklist is complete. Alright. Next one is going to be the after takeoff checklist. And Houston traffic, Qatari 17 Charlie is going to be taking off runway 15 left, Houston. Let's go. Alrighty, runway 15 left verified. Set about 40%. Toga. Mantoga SRS, no runway. Auto thrust is blue, baby. Knots. There's V1. Rotate. That's a vertical climb. Here's the line. Autopilot has it. We'll go to active flight plan. Direct to Kentucky. Houston traffic's Qatari 17 Charlie is now clear, runway 15 left, Houston. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the skies. It's beautiful A350. Oh, my TCAS is standby. Let's get fixed that. Yeah, right. Whoops. That is my fault. Okay, and we'll set climb thrust. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at our cruising altitude of 33,000 feet temporarily for now, until we get the step climbs, of course. As of right now, we are about to cross into Canada. We're in the upper portion of Maine. I've been monitoring the fuel systems. Everything seems to be working just fine, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave you guys with a wing view. I'll see you guys at our oceanic entry point when we contact Gander Oceanic if they're still online. See you guys in a bit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have the ocean directly for 12 o'clock. We are approaching the end of North America. We are just under 10 miles now from our oceanic point where we will enter our oceanic track over to Europe and eventually over to Doha. So I've checked our fuel, everything looks good. We should arrive with 56,000 pounds of fuel on board the aircraft once we land in Doha. So that looks great. Now, it's time to sit back and relax until our step climb point at Phoenix Gumpa. Let me check that real quick. Yeah, step climb at Gumpa to flight level 350. So once we cross Gumpa, I'm going to go ahead and set our altitude to 350 so we can get that climb. And there's our turn as we enter our net track here. Alright, I'll catch you guys on the other side because Gander has gone offline. So see you guys next checkup. And Copenhagen Control, hello, Qatar 17 Delta, flight level 350.
That's already 17 Delta, Copenhagen Control, good evening, recycle squawk 6620.
6627, Qatar 17 Delta.
Sorry, 17 Delta, confirm squawk 6620.
Sorry about that, 6620, 17 Delta.
Right. Niner 160, Central level 290.
Set 290, Scandinavian 916.
Y767 will be reported by the flight path.
Scandinavian 196, with you at flight level 136 for 190.
At those two stations, first runner 737, så tar i 17 Delta, short to leave my airspace, continue on advisory, so long.
Our advisory 17 Delta, thanks for the ATC.
2844. Unfortunately, I'm just about to close up now in a minute or two, so you'll have to continue on a...
Alright. Next controller will be Warsaw Radar on 125450. Just gotta set that. And a Warsaw Radar, hello Qatari 17 Delta flight level 350.
Qatari 17 Delta, Warszawa, hello, radar com.
Ready.
Qatari 17 Delta, monitor advisory 1228, radar service terminated, hold on.
Service that for Qatari 17 Delta.
Papa Lima Fox 251, monitor advisory 1228, radar service terminated, dzięki niego.
128 to jest Malay, 122 to jest Malay, Papa Lima Fox 251, dzięki, cześć.
Alright, we've been cleared back onto 1228. Our next ATC is going to be Lima Romeo Bravo Bravo. Not sure that would be Bucharest Radar. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the cockpit here. I believe it's Bucharest Center has contacted us, or Bucharest Radar or something. I think it's Bucharest Radar. Let me see. It is Bucharest Radar. Yeah, Bucharest Radar has contacted us. We're gonna go contact them. And Bucharest Radar, Qatari 17 Delta flight level 350.
17 Delta, Bucharest Radar identified.
Qatari 17 Delta, monitor Unicom 122.
122.8 for Qatari 17 Delta. Thanks for the ATC. Goodbye. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're at 37,000 feet still. We're going to be approaching our top of descent very shortly. Down to Vutan at 360. So we'll just go set. I don't know when it's. Okay. There we go. We're just going to lower our altitude all the way down to 2,000 feet. Actually, 3,000 feet. Intercept is 2,500, so I'll lower it down to 3,000. 2,000 is fine. Then we can make that 500. Okay. So we're gonna leave it like that until we reach a cruising altitude, top of descent point, which is at the beginning of our star. So once we hit that top descent, we'll descend normally. Since I've set this altitude, the aircraft should descend as desired. So we just picked up a big crosswind there. Okay, I'm gonna go put the seatbelt signs back on. Your capture device, everything's good. Okay, last one. Speed check, last one.
Doha traffic,
Nice,
Victory 3 Whiskey Papa on the ILS. Correction, the localizer for runway 3 for right.
and you're done. You're done. Do you have localizer? I'll go ahead. Mod traffic, Qatari 17 Delta, turning base runway 34 right. Come on. Not sure what the autopilot is doing. What the hell? Alrighty, look closer again. So arm bad again. Change that range. Have him go. Land 3 single. Have localizer glide slope.
Doha traffic, Victory 3 Whiskey Papa established ILS runway 3 for right to 1809 and 7.6 knots.
And Qatari, and Hamad traffic, Qatari 17 Delta is turning final runway 34 right. Hamad. Alrighty. Full flaps. Sorry, flaps 3. We're landing with full flaps. Localizer is captured. Alrighty, we are coming down here. VREF is 140. Set that. So 140 plus 5, 145. Because that's a V8 VAP. Set that. Checklist. First checklist. Yes, yes. Cabin crew is advised. On brake is on. Running condition is set. Checklist is complete. On traffic, Qatari 17 Delta fully established on the ILS runway 34 right, 4 minutes. We're getting off Alpha 5.
1000.
Aircraft.
Lemon traffic 33, keep up, indicator telemetry for right.
Turn. Okay. Good. I'm sorry.
500. 400. 300. 100 above. 200. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30.
30.
20. 10.
Auto brake off.
Flaps up. Speed brakes retracted. Start. Chill out. Okay, we'll go to nose to taxi. And Doha traffic, Qatari 17 Delta is fully vacated, runway 34 right at Alpha 5. Hamad.
Traffic Qatar is considered flying up runway 34 left, Hamad traffic.
Alrighty, that was not Alpha 5, that was Alpha 8, but that's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Doha. My traffic, Qatari 17 Delta is going to be taxiing to parking via Bravo Alpha 4. Mod. Well, it's one turn too early. Good, count Charlie.
Traffic Qatar is 739, taking off runway 34 left, Hamad traffic.
No, let's see. How did it do that? Why does it keep saying the park break whatever? It's so weird. I'm going to be parking at the Charlie gates today. Take Charlie 13. Park it here. Park brake. Engine 1, Engine 2, shut down. Ladies and gentlemen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We have arrived in Doha. Our flight time was 14 hours, 29 minutes, and yeah. So basically 15 hours and 7 minutes. Landing rate was 100 feet per minute. I'll take that. Distance, which we flew basically 7,000 nautical miles. And 1.02 Gs. Okay, I will take that landing. Full landing report, let me see. Yeah, okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. I'll catch you guys in another video or stream. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, happy landings. See ya!